is staples to keep in the kitchen or staples to keep in your cupboard.
Yeah.
Because part of it is if you have great staples and there's a lot of ingredients you like, chances are you're really going to like the food. If you buy things that you don't like, you probably will not like
you can get real good buys on gourmet soups and stuff over like at the 99-cent store or Big Lots or even on the shelves of grocery stores. They'll clear them out, and those are really good bases. And then carrots, onions, tomatoes.
All your vegetables. Pick all the vegetables that you like.
Yeah, pick them out because those are staples because you can use them in multiple ways. This is like the fourth meal we've used with this with these vegetables.
Yeah, well, because part of it is they always tell you, you have what 3 to 4 ounces of protein, and then you have 2 servings of vegetables.
Yep.
So if you follow that guide, you're always going to need a lot more vegetables.
Yeah, but pick the vegetables out you like, and then cook with them. So. It's not complicated.
It's already boiled.
It's not rocket science, folks. So
we're just waiting right now for the
pasta shells to soften up, and because they can be al dente, which means not completely cooked, or you can cook them as much as you want. That's the trick with this dish because it is basically, it's sort of like Mediterranean soup, but it's not. It's basically a main pasta dish that we've just thrown together. You can do it too.
One of the things that this might be, just to give you an idea, is all the vegetables that we are using are fresh.
Yep.
If you are using frozen vegetables, add them further on towards the end.
Yeah, because they'll get mushy.
Yeah.
I would add them after the pasta went in. And so that's what that's the best way to put it. You add them frozen vegetables before they're going to turn into mush.
What about canned vegetables?
Canned vegetables
because
they're
canned vegetables are already cooked.
They're cooked.
So all you need to do is warm them up.
Warm them up, yep. And that's the whole trick. Unless you're adding canned tomatoes to it for the flavor, because then you want the canned tomatoes in at the beginning. That's the trick.
Yeah. So part of it is to judge, like, if in one sense it makes it all easier if they're all frozen or all canned or all fresh.
Yeah.
But it's easy to adapt to it, and it's easier on a pot than, I will tell you, than it's easier on a crock pot.
Yeah.
Because on the crock pot I kind of get the timing off on the beans.
The meat goes in first, and everything goes in about halfway through the process. That's the process on a crock pot. But we also got to warn people, the canned goods, frozen vegetables, all this stuff is all going to disappear from our country within the next 10 years if our president has his way. And
a lot of you probably already know, those green bags that you get, they really do work. So just make sure that people aren't throwing them away because they get really expensive if you throw them away.
Yeah. We've been lucky.
They make a difference.
We've bought green bags at a really good price, but they will hold your stuff. I mean, like most people don't realize that those green limes that they get are actually yellow. So if you put them in there, if they turn yellow, no, that's the normal color for them. The green is the earlier shade when it is picking them. I know she thinks she's eating again.
No, I'm checking the pasta.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it could be a little bit longer.
Yeah, because this.
Because I'm not. There's some people that love al dente. I actually prefer a little less
this
than
is
al dente.
what I'm going to go quick.
Or a little more cooked than al dente.
Because cooks that I respect are like Graham Kerr and Graham Kerr and what's his name, Mr. Fiore.
Yeah.
And both Kerr and Fiore both agree on one thing. You should take a recipe and make it your own. If you can make it al dente, you can cook it longer. You can basically cook it until it's liquid. It's your choice. They said, don't be bound to the recipes because they'll take other people's recipes and change them.
Well, of course, you should. Make it your own.
Right. It's what makes cooking, the fun part.
Have you ever shown them how to make custard?
Yeah, we've done custard.
Haven't we done custard?
Yeah, we did the custard once, remember?
I thought we had.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the custard.
She liked the custard. Yeah, we did. We did custard.
I like the custard.
We made a custard pie, remember?
No, have you shown you little individual custards?
Yeah, we did that too. We made a custard pumpkin pie that basically made it into a pumpkin pie, little pumpkin things.
That was my excuse to make custard today.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you've already
We've done
seen
the custard
Okay,
thing
we'll have
already.
to come up with something different then.
We did the custard with the brown tops.
Yeah, those are good.
I know that's the really good brown top. Yeah, you cut it. Well, actually, I hate custard, but still. Well, because I spent a lot of time in hospitals when I was little, and what they do is they give you custard.
Yeah, but this is like my grandma's recipe.
I know
custard.
it's your grandma's recipe.
Okay. I like it right now.
Okay, done?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can...
Okay, so here's some clues when you are draining it out. You've got 2 ways of draining it out. Or actually, there's probably more ways. One is to put a little strainer thing there and pour it in there and drain out the water. The other one is to utilize the lid to help drain it out.
Works same.
Works the same. But here's a little hint. Is if you're using the lid to help drain it out, sometimes all the food comes to the front
Yep.
and forces it away. Oh yeah, like that has never happened to you. So here's the main point is, do it over a clean sink.
A clean sink that's been already done for you in case that, okay, that can happen, because it does happen, folks.
Like it would never, yeah, it always
I know. No, we
It
just,
happens more often than people would like to admit.
well, everybody dumps this stuff. Most of the people lose it when they dump it because they don't take the dishes out beforehand.
Oh yeah, so if you have your dishes taken out beforehand and the
clean your sink. Well, actually, we want to
and
hot
the
that.
sink.
We want to get it hotting first before we put our thickening in.
Oh yeah, we probably want to do that too.
Yeah. I know. It's not that.
So as you can see, what we just added was this Progresso new high fiber creamy tomato
It's
basil.
really good stuff. I mean, like we paid. What was at the 99-cent store, folks?
Is that where we got this
Yep.
from? Or did we buy it at the store?
No.
Anyway, the great part about these soups is they got all these spices already in there. It doesn't mean they're always going to have them forever and ever, so if you're creating a family recipe to pass down from the generations, you know, you may want to adapt a little bit.
Well, actually, you can make your own thing. To make your own stuff, additives to go
But
in
it's
it.
a great base.
Yeah, but
So part of it is we're just adding a tomato base.
yep, because it's going to really smell good. It's going to look good. And then after this is just a little warm, then we just put in our cornstarch. Because I mean, see what it is when they ask what does the old fart do standing over by the camera, I said he is the director, folks.
He came up with the recipe.
He's basically the chef, so he knows what's supposed to be done. She's never done most of these things. Well, because we never repeat.
Well, you know, that's what they laugh because they're like, why? You know, what is Notaspringchick cooking? Because it's part comedy. Because I usually, like we mentioned before, is I usually don't know what we're making beforehand.
That's right.
And Old Cam is over there directing me as to what we're making while we're doing it.
But I don't interfere with it, though, as people can see. I don't interfere with the stuff. I let her.
That's why it's part comedy.
Yeah. So if it happens, we've never had a failure.
That's why it's like the longer pieces we used to do, you actually got to see me of.
See, like this, where you can't speak right. So.
You got to see more of me messing up.
Yeah. But some of our mess ups have made some of those ungodly, great tasting food.
Gosh.
So, isn't this how it's thickening up all
This
nice,
looks good.
probably?
Oh, I remember the time we were making deviled eggs and we didn't have, what was it, mayonnaise, and we were on a trip, so we ended up using a ranch with dill in it.
Oh,
Made
that
the
was
most
unreal.
unbelievable. Ranch with dill for deviled eggs.
Oh, God, that.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Sometimes, like I said,
It was a dressing
yeah.
that we used in it.
Well, what they wanted was, they wanted like 3 times too much money for the mayonnaise. We weren't going to pay that kind of money for
Well,
one
we were
thing.
using it for dressing anyway, and so we thought we'll get 1 container instead of 2. And you're going on a trip, and we're at a trade show, and we're cooking, and
Yeah. So, if people notice, we haven't done as much cooking at trade shows lately because we've been staying in different places.
actually we've had kitchens at trade shows.
Yeah.
We usually the challenge with cooking at trade shows is we usually have a very short schedule.
That's fine.
We come back and we're starving.
We don't.
Or we're going to media events where they're already providing food.
Yeah, because we've actually ate. We ate the last trade show. We really ate well. We did have gourmet sandwiches every night.
Oh, those are really good sandwiches. Okay, this looks like it's just about ready.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. Yes, I still do use little mitts.
Well, yeah, because that stuff gets hot. I tell you, babe, because
Actually, you know what? I'll just put it in the pot so you can see it.
because I burnt myself on it already, folks. So.
Oh, that's the part we didn't tell you.
Yeah, because see, I did move the I did move it from the from the stove over, and I did burn myself because I got a bad knee and I burnt my... See, that can go in a bowl or it can go on a plate with other dishes, but it is a main pasta dish.
This is a main pasta.
That should really taste magnificent.
It actually looks, you can tell it smells really good because Monty came into the kitchen.
And you can put grated cheese on the top of it if you want.
Oh yeah, let's break out that really good cheese we have that we don't know what it is.
Yeah. We knew what it was when we bought it.
I know, but I don't know what it is now. Now, part of it is, to see how this looks right now, if you want to make it look more gourmet, you can garnish it.
Yeah, put it on flat on a plate instead of on a bowl.
Yeah, you garnish it and wipe off the edges.
Yeah. Or you could actually, another thing you could do, you could put mashed potatoes put through the a decorator's tool around the edges.
Oh yeah, you could.
I know. So.
Now here's the fun part is, here's cheese that we don't know what it is.
Well, because I think it came off of it.
Well, I've been saving this. This was a very expensive cheese when we bought it.
Yeah, but we didn't pay anywhere near the price.
And we got it on sale, which is why we got it. Cause I always
some of this stuff, we buy it and I would put it on cheeses, and they just little tiny slivers on crackers.
Well, because I always like to experiment when you...
Well,
especially the best time to experiment with things like cheeses is when they're on sale.
Yeah. Because they'll have, like we go to one place where the manager has the liberty of changing prices on stuff, and we will go there to buy cheeses. And you can get cheese which you would not believe the price on the things. If you know gourmet cheese, you know it can cost a lot of money.
Oh yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of this. Now, here's the surprise is to taste it with this cheese. And if you really want to make it taste more gourmet, besides, of course, the garnishes, add a couple different things of cheese. You don't have to add a lot to it, but it just adds a really nice...
No, everybody should get a block of Parmesan cheese, a Romano, and keep it, because it doesn't make any difference if you keep it in a bag. But if it gets hard, who cares?
Yeah, you know my favorite? It's the Parmesan, Reggiano. They used to have it in like a 2-pound block or something like that from Williams-Sonoma for $50.
Yeah.
But you can buy it at Costco for about $15 for that same like couple pounds of block.
But this is the one thing, if it gets hard, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, because you want,
it's easier to slice with.
Cheese is okay to stay longer because
it gets better with age. But then if it get a little mold on it, that's called penicillin, folks. There, she's going to eat it now.
Healthy. Bon appetit. Now, also if you want to bring out more flavor, you can also add pepper or salt to this. Because as you notice, we did not add any seasoning at all to this.
Because this is a season, in a sense, we're trying to break you into what is the future of our country, which is no spices on any products and none for sale.
But part of it is, this already had the creamy tomato basil.
And the meat had been cooked with spices on it. So
we're using literally only those spices. So if you want to spice it up, excuse me, go ahead and do it afterwards. But it tastes pretty good like this. So, bon appetit.